Hey, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here with my buddy Matt, bringing you another Chobo Team League cast from the matchup between Team All Inspiration and Team Lucky13. This is actually the ace match going down here, best of three match between these two players. We'll start by introducing the pink Zerg for Team All Inspiration, PSosa.
And in the 5 o'clock position on the Catalina map, we have the Luck13 yellow Terran player, MetalCore. Now, this is a Diamond League game, and Allin has their money cut out for them because they've been dominated so far by Luck13 with a 4-1 series lead for Luck13.
Yeah, they've definitely had our number during this matchup. So, you know, I think pretty much we can concede to the fact that we are most likely not going to win this matchup. But you know, we can take home some brownie points here if PSosa can take out MetalCore.
Yeah, this is the ace match, so it's a little bit of a pat on the back if we do win, because you know that your best player, your voted best player, the one that you want to take that match, does beat their best player. So
yeah, exactly. It'd be interesting if this game counted for like 2 points or even 3 points, just to throw a wrench in how things work, and make your choice for your ace player that much more important. But anyway, we got the pool going down first before the expansion for PSosa, and right now we're just waiting to get that barracks down from MetalCore. Oh, never mind, we're getting that command center.
Yeah, command center to wall off, which is we've actually seen quite a bit of that recently.
Yep, and PSosa is going to see that, and he's going to be like, "Oh my God, are we facing North Quab again?" Because this is the exact same wall-in that North Quab used in last week's matchup, and he went full-out mech here. So we'll see if MetalCore wants to do the same thing. Just because he's doing the wall like this, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to be seeing mech, especially the fact that there's no gas yet.
But in response to seeing that, he drops his natural down. So
yeah. That's something he was most likely going to do anyway. We see that pink little drone there moving out. He's going to be going down and drop the third, which is going to be more of a direct response to seeing the base of MetalCore up here on the ramp. So 3 bases already for Zerg before the 4-minute mark.
That's impressive. I have to say, I haven't really seen 3 bases really that quick in the game. Not yet, anyways.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if it works out here. This is pretty much a correct response when you see Terran go for their second base, because all they can really make right now is Vikings. Although the double gas dropping for MetalCore here is telling us that we're probably going to see a factory coming soon, and he might even still decide to go into that Hellion push, which is a pretty good response to the quick 3 bases by Zerg, because this big this ramp here leading to the third is a pretty open space where Hellions can kind of dominate Zerglings there.
Now, seeing the bunker being dropped at the bottom, or at the top of the ramp anyways, of the natural, it makes me think that this that the Terran is just trying to get a defensive stand while he macros up, and he gets both of his command centers all probed up.
Yeah, he could definitely be doing that. A third gas going down from MetalCore too. He's definitely, I think you're right, he's going to push out some siege tanks once these factories finish, and just kind of defend up while he can get all the upgrades he wants. But there is an overlord here for PSosa just looking at that gas right now, so he might get that same impression.
Now, has MetalCore actually scouted the third already, or no?
Let's take a look. No, he has not even scouted the Zerg already.
Wow.
He hasn't even been outside his natural yet. So he's just, he knows his build he wants to do, and he's sticking to it.
Now, if we look at the productions tab, it's just SCVs, supply depots, and 3 factories going down.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. We're definitely looking at another mech play here. So we'll see if PSosa has discovered the secrets to beating a mech Terran, because he's going to have to go up against it yet again. Roaches are on the way. That's good to see. A couple evolution chambers, he'll be able to get that +1 going pretty quickly for those roaches.
Now let's see how quickly he's going to drone up these bases, whether or not he's going to focus that third on just using the larva, or whether or not he's going to build his economy.
Yeah, we know he wants to build his economy, but we can't be too greedy here. We got a few reactors going down. Oh my, we got 2 reactors going down on these factories, and 2 more factories. Yo, bro, I heard you like factories. But we got Hellions. We're going to be seeing so many Hellions. And that one tech lab, I guarantee it's for Blue Flame.
Now I'm curious. I want to see if you look over on the right side of the map, right by the bottom there. I want to see that Overlord actually move in and see all of these factories, because there was only 1 Marine produced, so there's nothing to take out air units at the moment. So he would be able to get in and get all this information, and be able to react to it.
Yeah, and he actually hasn't seen any of the factories at all. So he, you know, he could not even know that Hellions are coming.
Now, the way that he's positioned his overlords has given him a little bit of a detection system as to whether or not anything's rolling out. But I would prefer to see a overlord more towards the middle of the map to see if there's going to be any run by. And if we see there's 4 Hellions making their way up directly towards the 3rd.
Yeah, and they're going to start pushing this creep back here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a scan go down, although those roaches are going to pick off a Hellion there for free. So good job for forcing them back. And we're not seeing Blue Flame, actually. I'm a little disappointed. I would have loved to see it. MetalCore actually far ahead in the supply, though, right now. He's doubling PSosa's army supply.
But there goes that Overlord that I was talking about did manage to get in and see that mass factory.
Oh, yeah, he did. Okay. My God, he's not even hiding it, eh? He's just putting them all in a line here. He's like, I'm going mech and you're going to deal with it. Lots of Hellions here. I still want to see that Blue Flame get researched if you're going to use so many Hellions.
Now, in response to that, the Zerg is researching both armor and Glarus reconstitution.
Yeah, that's the Roach speed there. So he's going to be committing to a Roach defense, which is good, especially because Blue Flame is not here. But to be honest, even when you have Hellions versus Roaches, Blue Flame will still be able to do a lot of damage. We have the push coming out, though, by MetalCore, and he's bringing a bunch of SCVs for repairs, too.
Wow, so we have, what is that, 15? Yeah, we have 15 Firebats and 3 Thors.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of damage this is.
This should be able to do a lot of damage. We only have a little handful of Roaches here. He is starting to get the numbers up, but the numbers are definitely favoring Terran here. With all those SCVs repairing too, this is going to be brutal.
Now, boom, it jumped up to 13 Roaches in production at the moment right now.
Yeah, and a bunch of them just finished, so they're going to be rallied up here. And we'll see if PSosa can hold this. Nice concave for PSosa, I believe. Actually, more so for MetalCore. He's getting a lot more damage done here. SCVs in the mix are going to tank up some damage as well. But I don't know, man. There's a lot of Roaches here. I think they might be able to push this back.
Yeah, and because the armies are separated, it seemed like the PSosa was able to focus down a little bit more, and the Thors weren't really in the battle for a while. Like, they were only focused on 2 or 3 Roaches, where the rest of the Roaches were focusing on the entire army.
Yeah. So eventually going to clean this up. It was a pretty even battle overall, but well done by PSosa, and that's kind of the power of going for that early 3rd base to be able to get up on this many drones so far. He's at 53 right now, and he's managed to kill off 15 SCVs in that attack, and there's still 3 more here about to die. That Thor is being so annoying, though, with the repairs, but finally goes down. 18 SCVs total loss there.
Wow, and you look at the supply right now, it's 95 to 54. I won't be surprised if he just... if PSosa just puts down another base and just rallies all of them into the natural.
Yeah, he could be doing that.
Rallies all the Roaches.
He's checking for a 3rd here, because I don't think he thought MetalCore would go that all in with that attack. It looks like the saturation is getting a little bit split up here, and MetalCore's income isn't totally decimated, but he did definitely lose a lot there.
And those sieged up tanks did do their job to defend off of the Roach attack, but I feel like that's just a momentary lapse in the attack, because I think PSosa knows that he has the lead right now, and he may want to take advantage.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And the best thing about, or the one thing that you want to take home from this is when you do have a lead, the longer you keep that lead, generally the bigger that lead is going to get for you. Because he's going to be on 4 bases to just about, I'd say 1.5 here.
Yeah, because he's in his main, he's getting to the point where it's almost mined out, or where it's going to be too many SCVs for the minefield.
Yeah. We are getting +2 attacks coming in for MetalCore for the vehicles, but +2/+2, both attack and armor is going down for the roaches here. So not only the roaches, but the swarm hosts, which are coming out now.
Yeah, and we do have a command center that is just about being finished up, but if you notice, on I believe it's either his 3rd or his 4th, PSosa has an overlord just spread and creep there, so he's not going to be able to drop that down. He's gonna, if he does go to that location first, that command center is going to have to move far away, or they're going to need to get rid of that overlord quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We could always see Terran expand to this base here, though, right outside the sort of cliff of the main, because he can just quickly float it down there, too. So he has that option, as we see another command center and some starports going down now. PSosa taking this time to run up his 4th base here.
Yeah, we look at the units tab right now, and he only has 16 roaches and 6 swarm hosts at the moment. So his army compilation isn't as high as you would think it'd be with someone who should have quite a substantial lead. But the 9 siege tanks and 5 hellbats for MetalCore. If PSosa was to see that, I think he would move out now.
Yeah, maybe. Well, the thing is, though, his income is pretty far in the lead right now, and it's only going to get even more in the lead. So the longer he just sits back on this, the better his macro potential will become, because these swarm hosts will be coming out by like 8 or 10 at a time eventually. You know, and then he can always just do a quick muta switch, which it looks like he's thinking about doing. Because, you know, there's actually no
look at these hellbats and towards the middle. They're going to get hit by these swarm hosts.
Yeah. Oh, good response there to pull them away. MetalCore has no Thors here, so with this Spire going down, we can see a gigantic muta switch like PSosa showed he likes to do in the past, and that's really going to do a lot of damage to MetalCore.
Let's see what these swarm hosts could do, though. Free units are free units, so damage is damage, yeah.
He's got a little bit of a scattered approach coming here from these swarm hosts. It's not the greatest. See, he's got a big group of locusts coming in now, and then a few more locusts will come in separate. So they're not really doing as much damage as they can together.
Yeah, and those sieged up tanks are just picking them off. Oh, they did manage to kill a firebat, or a hellbat, sorry, so...
Yeah. Tank production
and that's a bad placement for that tank. Yeah, he moved it right away.
And we see some corruptors coming out.
Look at the creep spread, though. Oh my goodness, it is more than half of the map.
Yeah, you know what? I actually feel bad for skipping that. I didn't realize that that's how good the creep spread was. He has so much vision now, and then Roaches flanking this 3rd base, with the swarm was coming from one side and Roaches from the other side. This base is going to go down, I think.
Well, with those sieged up tanks, they're just going to fire away, so those roaches kind of need to stay at a range in order to take down this command center. But they're going to start to repair, and no, they're not going to get it down unless they start killing some of the SCVs.
That is true. We've got a bunch of corruptors sitting here, and they're waiting for this Greater Spire, which just started up in the natural of PSosa. Once that Greater Spire finishes and this Ultralisk Cavern finishes, PSosa is just going to have, like, he's going to have his pick of how he wants to beat MetalCore here.
Yeah, you look at the supply right now, it's 159 to 115, but the Terran has a lot of money that he can spend, but it's only minerals. He has no gas right now, so he's very limited as to what he can do at the moment.
Yeah, he's decided to switch into this Raven Thor composition with some Vikings. He's going for a kind of air composition with some Vikings, which are going to help once these Broodlords start popping up, because that Greater Spire is just about to finish, and he's got a whole bunch of Corruptors here ready to morph into Broodlords. And you need to have, you know, Thor... Well, I don't know, man. Thors aren't even really the best option here. I'd say the Vikings are really what he wants. And he's switching back into Hellions again.
Yeah, I think these swarm hosts need to move though, because the locusts that they're sending out it's just pointless at the moment, unless for some reason the Terran player feels like he is going to move out, which I highly find highly unlikely.
Yeah, he's just using those Hellions to clear out some creep here. He actually did a good job, cut a whole bunch of this creep up, and that's eventually going to recede and make this not look so ridiculous, because he had that creep spread right up into Terran's third base. So Hellions on the move here, doing a little bit of scouting, and they are going to, you know, try to push that creep back so the advantage isn't so much in PSosa's favor.
But PSosa running on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases right now to the 3 of the Terran right now. Like the amount is just ridiculous that he's in the lead. Like, he has so much money right now. Although those sieged up tanks and the defensive posture, those swarm hosts aren't going to do anything. Not right now, anyways. Although these broodlords coming in are going to make short work of them if they don't react quick enough.
Yeah, but there's nothing. Okay, there are a few corruptors here to help defend against these Vikings. That's important. But oh my God, Hunter Seeker.
Wow! All 3 of them at once.
Yeah, that sucks. There are so many Vikings here, or sorry, so many Hellions here. They're going to make short work of these locusts as well. So I don't know, man. He lost his broodlords pretty quickly there. Wasn't really able to take advantage of how awesome they could be in this situation. Although he's got 3 more coming, and they are going to try to do some work here. That's all he's got, though, is these 3, and more Hunter Seeker missiles coming in here.
He didn't lose them this time, though, so...
Yeah, and there's not that much energy left on these Ravens. Vikings doing a good job kind of microing around. The Corruptors are going to eventually defend this, I think. Maybe lose 1 more Broodlord? Yeah, that Broodlord goes down, and 3 more coming in to replace that, though, and they're just going to keep hammering at this this Siege Tank Hellbat army.
And once he gets those siege tanks down, I can totally see those swarm hosts moving up. Oh, and there's the GG.
Wow, good game there. That was a fun game to watch. I like the response PSosa had to the mech play this time.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, we'll get into game 2 in just a couple minutes here and see if PSosa can close this one out and get Team Allin an extra point on the board here.